Welcome to the second part of Elite Force Review.
The news this week. Elite Force Files are doing an EF2 week, so wait. Acer and Alex Monroe have issued formal apologies on RPGX. And there's no more news this week. Please send us some at efreview@gmx.com. Up next, an interview with Chris on the DM clan. And now we are going to be speaking to Mr. Chris of the DM clan. Hello!
Hello, John.
So, how are you?
I think I'm fine.
That's good.
How are
to
you?
hear. I'm fine, thanks. Now, we understand that you're a clan leader and a modder for EF2. Could you tell us a bit more about that?
Well, actually, I started to make my own clan or create my own clan at a time where the game had enough players for a league, and there was a German starter gamers league, and it was quite successful for the game. And well, my former clan didn't work out the way it should, and I decided then to leave the clan and found a more solid clan which is more willing to help instead of using its influence on other clans. And that's how the clan started. Well, after a while I just got a little bit bored just playing the game all over again and with the same people. And this was the time I went to modding.
Your biggest mod currently is the co-op mod, isn't it?
Yes, it is. It's a giant project.
Now, I think everyone in the Elite Force community always looks forward to the next release because of all the improvements that you're putting into it.
I think the next version will bring a lot more improvements than the previous versions. Unfortunately, this also has the side effect that many features from the version 4.0 client won't work anymore with the 4.1 server version. So this means if you don't have the mod downloaded in the same version as the server it has, it might not work proper.
Okay, and just to wrap up this interview, do you think EF2 gets enough attention, and could it have more attention given to it?
Well, in general, I don't think that Elite Force 2 gets the attention it really deserves. That might be a big problem for the game since it has a very small community and very less maps compared to other games, and also a league of mods, and perhaps also a league of servers.
Right. Well, thank you for your time, and hopefully we will get some more activity on EF2 through this series.
Thank you. You're welcome.
Right, so we're now on to Luke's second map review.
The second Elite Force 2 map I'm looking at tonight is Capture the Flag Tartirus. It resembles Elite Force 1's Capture the Flag Geothermal, but it's a very different map in several ways. Let's take a look. Okay, well there's a bit of scenery, the crashed shuttle with a volcano in the background, Gatling gun. As you can see, it's very similar to Geothermal. Great feature though is the Voyager flying across the map. Quite a distraction, especially when you're getting shot at. Great part of this is the underground tunnel, which is very different from geothermal again, more rocky, more natural, and there's a little bit here with a couple of non-playable characters working on a weapon. Pretty cool, huh? So, Tartirus. It's a good map. It was a really good idea to make an Elite Force 2 adaptation of the original geothermal map, which was a hit in itself. But this map is distinctly different from it, not only because it's in Elite Force 2 instead of Elite Force 1. And I think the entire design of it is excellent. So I'm going to give this 8 out of 10. You might think I was going to give it a 9, but it's not perfect and can get a little repetitive if you play it too often. But yeah, great map. Right, let's go on to Flick, my good friend Flick, who has the serial roleplay forecast.
Your What's On guide for the week 19th of January 2009. All times are GMT. On Saturday, why not join the USS Voyager at 5 PM on their dedicated server. On Sunday, join the USS Odyssey between 6 PM and 7:30 PM for the Unknown Horizons on STRP. This time is currently under review, so or at 7 PM, why not pop over to the HoloFed server for the official HoloFed roleplay. Then at 8 PM, try Star Trek First Steps on UFP. We would like all SRP leaders to contact us so we can make sure our information is correct. Also, if you notice any errors, please contact us at efreview@gmx.com.
Elite Force 2. It's an overlooked game. Why is that? Why don't you play a game with superior graphics, a superior plotline, and even more weapons? Is it by chance because it's all a bit cartoony? Is it because the monsters look like a harvester repeat? Or perhaps it's because the multiplayer sucks? Those are the most common complaints for Elite Force 2. Why people don't play it. I mean, yes, it has some flaws, but excuse me, have you seen the stock Elite Force 1 textures? Look, I'll make it simple to you. Elite Force 1 is a superior game. 100% true, but that doesn't automatically make Elite Force 2 a bad game, as much of the community, I feel, thinks. Look at the mods which have been reviewed today. They look cool, no? Or are you chickening out because they look a bit harder than the average mod for Elite Force 1, say? And the skins and the maps and... Download these mods from Elite Force files. Start playing Elite Force 2 again. It's a decent game. Not perfect, but decent. Look at poor Chris. I can't pronounce his German name. It's Chris something. Anyway, he makes his co-op mod. You can't do that in Elite Force 1. The second game in this series might not have such great multiplayer, nor does it have RPGX, but although actually it does have some good role-playing maps to its name. Even so, it's worth a second play if you haven't done so in a while. I mean, where else can you date an Idril woman? Although I'm more of a Telsia man myself. Anyway, the second thing I want to cover is Elite Force 1 related, surprisingly. And after talking to Griffin Endurance, creator of the Star Trek Freelance single-player mod, I've gotten hold of some gameplay clips to whet your appetite. An Elite Force review exclusive. Until next week, good night.